Anusha Roy hit us with a gut punch when she showed us how teachers are trained to prepare their students for an attack. She also learned some Colorado school districts struggle to recruit enough people to be the security, so perhaps the teachers won't need to be. Anusha's here now, and this came up in your conversation with Jefferson County Schools.
Yeah, I was having this long conversation with the director of security about how critical it is to keep someone with a gun, or honestly any kind of threat, outside of the classroom so that it doesn't fall on our teachers and our kids to defend themselves. And that's when he brought up the stress and the challenges they're facing right now to fill their open positions, and that list of open spots is long.
3 emergency dispatch openings, 3 armed patrol officer openings, and I think 16 campus security openings. You know, I look at this and say, if you really believe that, you know, protecting our most precious resource, protecting our most innocent is a valuable thing to do, then come join us in this fight.
Jeffco is not the only district. Douglas County pairs with law enforcement for school resource officers, but also facing challenges to hire other security staff like dispatchers. Same going for DPS. They didn't have the time to talk today because they've been busy going over what happened at Northfield High School yesterday to figure out ways to improve their response in the future. This was after reports of a student who possibly had a gun. Denver police saying that appeared to be a paintball gun. 2 kids were taken into custody, interviewed, and then released to their parents. And so what I heard from all of the districts today is that they're dealing with the labor shortage and a really competitive recruiting environment, competitive pay, especially for a very high pressure job. It is the same kind of issues we've talked about with so many other industries as well. And I do want to point out that we're talking about shortages within a district security department. That is different than school resource officers connected to law enforcement. But in some communities like within DPS, it is still controversial, specifically about the way that minority students are treated, which we have previously covered as well over the last couple of years.
You know, I hear what you're saying, and it reminds me of like the nursing shortage during COVID, that you're asking for people who have some sort of experience. Hey, if you're retired, come back. If you have this experience and you're out of work of what you're doing, please come back. It's so odd.
And it's really stretching a lot of people, right? So DPS short anywhere from 10 to 15 people. Jeffco, it's over 20, and so that means a lot of overtime like you were talking about. And McDonald with Jeffco said that, you know, it's overtime, it's people working when they're sick, when they're injured, they're cutting their vacation time short. And he said it's not sustainable at this point for something so important. The good news though, it's not all districts. So I did talk to Boulder Valley School District. They said their staffing within their security department right now, it's pretty normal.
It's odd to hear that the easiest answer may not be the easiest answer.
Exactly, and so that means recruitment is super important right now. They're refocusing their efforts, and one thing that the Denver Public Schools is doing is they're actually working with Elitch Gardens to see if any of their seasonal safety employees would be interested in working with the district during the school year.
Well, thanks, Anusha.